A customer asked for this and it turned out too cute not to share. Hi, I'm Leslie with Leslie's Cookies and Treats, and if you love decorating sugar cookies or you want to learn how, you're in the right place. Let's decorate together. In this tutorial, I'm walking you through exactly how I decorated this baby onesie sugar cookie for a custom order, including how I used a stencil to add the cutest by bar wording. All of the supplies you need to make this cookie are listed in the description, and you can get the cookie cutter STL file in my shop. So I started by tracing a little oval on all of the cookies down at the bottom of the onesie, and I'm just going to outline and flood that in with my green royal icing that's in about a 15-second consistency. I'll use my scribe to settle it down and shape it any further if I need to, and making sure that the icing gets all the way down to the cookie so that we don't get a crater in this little area, and looking for any air bubbles that look like discolored little dots under the icing and popping those. And then I'm going to grab a darker green icing and immediately put a little dot right here in the lighter green icing for the hole. And then I'm going to take my white royal icing that's also in about a 15-second consistency and immediately outline this oval. We're doing a wet on wet effect here, and these icing will all blend together to look like one as it's drying. And then I'll outline the onesie and then we'll flood that in. To do your outline, you want to touch down, lift up your piping bag just a little bit away from the cookie, and touch down at each corner. You want to watch your line of icing as it's dropping down onto the cookie and not your piping bag as you go around. And it's okay to stop and start because we're going to flood over all of those lines in the middle of the cookie anyway. So now let's just go back and start flooding around this oval that we created before. Don't put too much pressure here because we don't want to change the shape of our green oval. Wet on wet designs are so impressive when they are finished and they're dried. People always wondered how you got that to look the way it does, and they're so easy to do. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I'm making these for a custom order. She came to me with images of cookies that she wanted, and this image was created by somebody else. It's not my design, so I can't take credit for it, but the design was done with an edible printer, and I don't have an edible printer, so I'm going to show you how I converted that into using royal icing and a stencil to make these cookies. And so once you get done flooding it all in, go ahead and use your scribe to get the icing out to the edges. Be careful wiggling it too much around that green oval in the middle because we don't want to distort the shape any more than I already did. But we're going to fix that in a minute, and I will show you how. And so once you get all of your icing smooth, you can go ahead and give it a little shake, further settle it down, and gently tap up and down at any peaks and settle those right down. Now I told you I didn't like the shape of my oval after I flooded in the white royal icing, so I just added another line of the light green. And I'm just going to tap up and down to get that to settle into the green icing and smooth out and fix the shape of my oval. It just takes a minute of tapping up and down. You don't want to swirl your scribe around, you just want to gently tap. And that's it. Set these cookies aside to dry completely. And now we're ready for the stenciling. I made a silkscreen stencil to do this. You could also just use a regular stencil that you make out of plastic. And my icing consistency is a soft peak. It's a little stiffer than flood consistency, but it's not quite stiff. And I'm going to do a test on a paper towel to see how it works. And if you'd like to learn how to make silkscreen stencils, I have a whole video tutorial on that, and I'll link that in the description. And I'm doing about a dozen of these cookies, so I'm going to use my stencil holder for this, and it makes it really easy to just continue to use the stencil and make sure you get your design in the same place every time. So first I'm going to start out by outlining my cookie on a paper towel, and then it has a little plastic sheet that you can put the paper towel under to hold it still, and that'll help me line up my cookie every single time so that when I place my stencil down on there, it's lined up, and then the next cookie I do, I'll just place within those orange outlines that I drew on the paper towel, and I can stencil it on, and it's all going to be perfect every time, even though I can't see through the stencil very well after spreading on my black icing. And you can squirt a layer of icing right onto your cookie if you want to, right on top of the stencil, but I'm using my icing out of a bowl. See how you just line that up and then close the lid again, and everything's lined up perfectly? So I'm taking some icing out of my bowl on my spatula, and I'm just going to scrape it on, and then I'm going to scrape the excess off. and I will have a perfect design every time. And if I'm careful when I lift the lid, if it's not perfect, I can shut the lid back down and do it all over again. And I can do this for about 25 cookies before I have to wash my stencil. And now it's time to add the final details. I want my golf ball to be puffy, but I don't want it to go over the black lines of the stencil. So I'm just going to put a dot in the middle and then use my scribe to pull it out to the edges of the stencil. Oh, and hey, by the way, if you don't have a stencil or you don't want to make a stencil, you can use the tissue paper method and you can write the letters right on there with an edible marker and the whole golf ball design. You can also use a projector to do that, and I'll leave a link in the video description on how you can do that as well. So I had quite a few cookies to do, so I let my cookie dry while I was doing all of the golf balls on the other cookies. And now it's time to add the flag. I mixed a little bit of my blue royal icing with the color solution. If you don't have the color solution, you could also use vodka. And I'm just going to mix that together to make a really runny royal icing that will dry really quickly. I want my icing to be just a bit thicker than water, more like a salad dressing perhaps. And I'm going to take my edible marker and just draw in the flagpole. And then I'm going to use my paintbrush to paint on the flag with the blue icing that we just mixed up. And the icing I made off camera is a little bit thicker, so I'm just going to mix the two together. And I'm just going to paint in my little flag here. I'm going to keep layering it until I get the thickness that I'm looking for. I want it to have a little bit of dimension, but I don't want it to be puffy like the golf ball. That's why I'm not just using my royal icing right out of the piping bag. And you could just draw the flag on with an edible marker, but I like the texture and dimension this gives. And once we finish with this, these cookies will be done. I really think they are the cutest by far. Can you just imagine a cute little baby wearing this? I think they came out perfect, and I think my customer is going to love them. And I think using the stencil to turn an edible image into cookie art was the perfect way to go. And here's the whole set. Stay tuned, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a single video. And if you have a cookie set with wording coming up, save this video because stenciling is going to be your new best friend. Bye for now.